Hey everyone, Richard here. So I have sort of an impromptu haul. I went to a couple flea markets today. These flea markets have been closed since essentially last year before all the quarantine stuff happened, and these were the first day they were back open. Uh, and since I do a lot of hunting flea markets, not just for comics but for everything, I was excited to go and check it out. And I came across one booth that had this short box of comics. And then in this short box, I saw this book, Spider-Man #1, Gold Edition. And I pulled it out to look at it, and the guy who ran the booth basically said, "Why don't you just buy the whole box? I don't want these. $40 and they're yours." And I stood there for a minute, and I looked at it, and I didn't really want the box because you can't see it around the side. It says Image, and I asked him, "Is this all '90s stuff?" And he said, "Yeah, it's like '90s Image mostly." So in my mind, I'm going, I don't really want that. That's not what I collect. And I thought about it for a second, and I thought about what this book is worth, about $15 to $20. I basically said, if you'll take 20 for all of it, I'll take it. And he accepted. And he actually, hold on a second. He actually threw this in for free also. Like a Lego Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker. Just threw it in for free with it, so that was kind of cool. But anyway, back to the story. He said, $20, take it, they're yours. And I hadn't been at this flea market for, I don't know, 5 minutes. So now I had this big old box I had to go put away. I didn't even look at it. It was a complete blind buy for me. I was just like, all right, fine. Worst comes to worst, I got a Spider-Man Gold out of it. Speaking of the fact, this is actually a second print. I didn't realize this until looking it up, but apparently second prints sell for a little bit more than the first print. At least in my search of raw copies. I don't know why. Maybe this is a shorter print run, but kind of an interesting little aside. Anyway, when I first got the box, I kind of glanced at it. I wasn't very impressed. Like I said, lots of Image, a little bit of Spider-Man. But it wasn't until I got home and I really looked at it, I started going through it, I started noticing certain things about this collection. Here's a really cool Darkness cover, but you notice it's Newsstand. I kept looking through it. Here's a Witchblade, again, Newsstand. And I quickly realized that almost, probably 85% of this box is Newsstand copies. Here's Max #3, again, Newsstand. It's just a lot of cool books. I'm not going to show everything that's in here. I'm just going to pull out stuff periodically just to show it. Pit #2, again, Newsstand. So it's a lot of Image Newsstand, and I didn't realize that when I bought it, but this turned out to be like an exceptional pickup. You figure these early 90s, 2000 newsstands are $5 each, easy, by themselves, no matter what it is, essentially. Some more. And to get a whole short box, almost, of Newsstand copies. But don't get me wrong, there are some lesser stuff in here that's not Newsstand. Super Patriot. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever open that, but just kind of an interesting box that I'll definitely get my money back out of. There's a whole bunch of Youngblood, but I'm not a fan of Liefeld and Youngblood, so we'll skip through those. We got some Wetworks. I don't know, I've never read that, but these were cool. We got Savage Dragon 1 and 2, both Newsstand. And the cool thing about this is all these Newsstand copies are probably 9.0 or better, so I really lucked out in that regard. But lots of Savage Dragon. Got a Angela #1 Newsstand. And there are some stuff, like I said, that aren't Newsstand, but still they're good books. Spawn #9. There's a whole little early run of Spawn, but the cool thing about that early run is they all are, you got the direct, and you got a Newsstand copy of them. So this is just a awesome box to pick up. Let's see what else. Lots of early spawn. And then we actually have, these are pretty cool. We have a whole run in the 120s of Newsstand spawn issues. These are actually really pricey if you look them up. Look up any of the issues between 121 and 129 and Newsstand, and they're worth some money. This one's 127 is kind of a scarcer copy, but yeah, this box is honestly pretty amazing. For $20 or less than if you count the alarm clock. We got a run of Violator. What else we got in here? This is kind of cool. Silver Surfer 100, classic 90s. Got some Rogue. This one's really cool. This is such an underrated cover. I don't know why it doesn't go for more money. Secret Defenders number 12. And again, this is a Newsstand, and it's a high grade Newsstand. I might actually get this graded, but that's really cool. Some Gambit. So it's like classic 90s stuff, really, but just majority Newsstand. This one's cool. Batman Punisher. It's kind of like a prestige format, thicker book. Here's another cool one. Venom 1, The Madness, but again, Newsstand. Bishop number 1, Newsstand. Venom, the Enemy Within number 1. Like I said, it's just a nice box altogether. Spider-Man Adventures number 1. And we have a whole bunch of the Spider-Man Volume 1. Again, majority are Newsstands. There's that nice homage cover. Homaging himself. What else we got in here? That's just a classic cover. I like this cover. Yeah, nothing big, but the fact that they're basically almost all Newsstands, it's just a major win. There's quite a few. It goes between issues 1 and 50. It's not a complete run, but it's a good majority of them. I'd say it's probably 30 of the 50 issues. Again, all Newsstand. Thought this was a really cool cover. Frank Castle and Spider-Man. I believe that's part 1 of the story. Here's part 2, I believe. Yeah, just a whole bunch of Spider-Man, really. What else we got here? Skip a little bit. Oh, this is cool. I didn't realize. Spider-Man number 50. There's a normal cover and a hologram version of it. And like the general colors of the two issues are different, so that's kind of interesting. Peter Parker Spider-Man number 98. This was probably one of the bigger books in here. Probably the last one I'm going to show also, just because it's a whole short box. But Amazing Spider-Man 431. We got the Carnageized Silver Surfer, and it's a Newsstand. Not a 9.8, but still not a half bad copy. So yeah, I got all of these for $20, and I got this also with it. So yeah, just a great haul. Super happy with it. Some Wizard magazines in here also. Just a really cool blend of stuff, and almost all of it's Newsstand. So if you're not hitting your flea markets, I highly recommend it. Sure, you got to mask up and everything, but it's worth it. And funny, because it wasn't something I was going to buy. I was going to skip over this box altogether. So fun, find, pick up. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. I'm probably not keeping a majority of these. Probably gonna get some of it graded. Some of it I'm just gonna sell as is. But still very fun to look through and find. So hope you all enjoyed, and take care, everyone.